What difficulties did engineers and workers face while constructing the Burj Khalifa? Do you know how much concrete was used in its construction and how many glass panels were installed on the building? Let's explore the 8 major challenges that engineers and workers overcame through relentless effort to build what once seemed like an impossible structure. Challenge number 1. The biggest challenge in constructing the Burj Khalifa was completing it within the given timeline. Engineers were given only 6 years to complete the entire project, with 3 years alone required to design the building. If they had spent all this time solely on designing, constructing the physical structure would have been impossible. The construction was assigned to structural engineer Bill Baker, while the architect was Adrian Smith. Bill Baker decided to begin construction without waiting for the complete design, which is why excavation work started in February 2004, while the design process continued simultaneously. Challenge number 2. A major problem arose when it was time to lay the foundation. Normally, tall buildings are built on solid rock foundations, but the ground beneath the Burj Khalifa was made of either sandy soil or small, weak stones. This raised the question: could the world's tallest building stand on such a weak foundation? To overcome this, engineers relied on the principle of friction. The foundation was built using 192 solid steel piles, each driven 50 meters deep into the ground. The entire weight of the Burj Khalifa was equally distributed across these piles, ensuring structural stability. Challenge number 3. The design team traveled to Chicago to consult top architectural firms. Even these experts, who had designed several skyscrapers, were overwhelmed by the challenge of creating a structure that could support the immense weight of millions of tons of concrete and steel, allow natural light to illuminate its floors, stand tall at 160 stories. After extensive research, the solution was found: the buttressed core structure, used for the first time in the world for the Burj Khalifa. Meanwhile, the construction team continued building floor after floor. However, a new issue arose: the concrete mixture dried up before reaching higher floors. The only solution was to install a concrete suction system, with thick pipes running from the bottom to the top of the building. Using this system, the total weight of the concrete used was equal to the weight of 100,000 elephants. To pump such a massive quantity, 3 of the world's most powerful concrete pumps were used. Challenge number 4. The time 3 years had passed, 140 floors had been built, making the Burj Khalifa the world's tallest building even before its completion. However, the cranes used in construction could lift materials only up to 120 floors, posing a major problem. Additionally, crane operators refused to work at such extreme heights, fearing for their safety. To address this, an HR firm hired experienced crane operators from around the world. Although they spoke different languages, they shared one trait: they were not afraid of heights. Among them was Mohammed Sher Khan from Pakistan, who worked 12-hour shifts at 700 meters above ground and was known for even sleeping inside the crane cabin. Challenge number 5. With just 2 years left before launch, the Burj Khalifa structure was complete. But something was missing: the glass panels. A total of 24,000 glass panels had to be installed, but Dubai's extreme heat made this difficult, as temperatures inside the building reached 100 degrees Celsius. This also meant that cooling the building would require 10 times more electricity. It took 18 months to find a solution, and engineer John Giraffa came up with an answer, but it was very expensive. He designed a special glass that reflected UV rays from the sun, reducing heat absorption. However, each glass panel cost $2,000, making the total cost $3.6 billion. A dedicated factory was built just to manufacture these glass panels, which were installed on the building within 4 months. Challenge number 6. Installing the final 136-meter spire. In the final year of construction, everything was nearly complete, but the top of the Burj Khalifa was still unfinished. A 136-meter long steel spire weighing 350 tons had to be installed. However, no crane in the world was capable of lifting such a massive piece to that height. To solve this, engineers decided to assemble the spire directly on top of the Burj Khalifa. The steel structure was transported to the upper floors in small parts and then assembled at the top of the building. Challenge number 7. After years of construction, the entire structure was covered in dust and debris. The only way to clean it was to have workers suspended on ropes clean all 24,000 glass panels manually. To this day, window cleaning of the Burj Khalifa is done in the same way.